Shoot to kill. Gamaza. Kill the poor. The farmer. Kill the poor. The farmer.
EFF's Julius Malema is found guilty of hate speech. South Africa turns to Interpol on corruption as acting police minister demands a briefing on Cape gang violence. And EWN's beloved Tshidi Madia has died in hospital.
It's with great sadness and regret that we announce the passing of Tshidi Madia, EWN's associate editor, politics. Tidi passed away in hospital this morning after a short illness. Tidi was the jewel in EWN's crown. She was a powerhouse. She was brave. She was the consummate professional who worked tirelessly in pursuit of the truth. She led by example, mentoring and training many young political journalists. She formed a formidable politics team, which she was so proud of, and delivered one exclusive after the next with absolute humility and professionalism. She constantly raised the bar for herself, juggling reporting and her editor responsibilities daily. Laughter and robust debate would always surround Tidi. Outside of her public persona, Tidi was fiercely loyal to her family and friends. Her no-holds-barred approach seeped into every aspect of her life. She worked hard and loved even harder. The sun shines differently without you today, Matsuriso. Our thoughts, prayers, and support are with Tidi's father, her siblings, her nephews and nieces, aunts and uncles, cousins, and broader family.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent.
Hello, I'm Jane Dutton. EFF leader Julius Malema has been found guilty of hate speech by the Equality Court. The case relates to a 2016 rally in KwaZulu-Natal where Malema made comments that the court found incited harm against white people. Judges ruled the remarks went beyond the bounds of free speech and violated the Equality Act. It's a significant setback for Malema, who's previously faced criticism for provocative statements. The court is expected to rule on penalties at a later stage.
This is not the first time EFF leader Julius Malema finds himself skirting close to the law with his comments. Today, Judge Mark Scher said Malema's comments at his party's 3rd Provincial People's Assembly in October 2022 were contrary to the provisions of the Equality Act and demonstrated clear intention to promote and propagate hatred. At that event, Malema, referring to the Brackenfell High School altercation, told supporters not to be scared to kill. Responding to the ruling, the party says it views it as an attack on the democratic space and the right to articulate revolutionary politics. It says the court has stripped Malema's speech of its political, historical and ideological context and assumes that the reasonable listener is incapable of understanding metaphor and rhetoric. The party says it's already instructed its lawyers to appeal the ruling. Lindsay Dentlinger, Eyewitness News.
Acting Police Minister Firoz Kachalia says he hopes Interpol can assist South Africa in tackling financial crime and corruption. Kachalia today addressed police top brass and dignitaries from across Africa and abroad on the opening day of the 27th Interpol African Regional Conference. Kachalia also revealed he's requested a briefing from Police Commissioner Fani Masemola on gang violence in the Western Cape after concerns raised by faith leaders.
It's a point I can't stress too much. It's become very clear to me since my appointment that our challenge in this country, and I'm sure that this is the case in many jurisdictions, is transnational organized crime. And we are challenged to ensure that we are fit for purpose, that we can meet these challenges.
Kachalia says he hopes the establishment of the Interpol African Committee will strengthen collaborations to fight transnational crimes. DA Gauteng leader Solly Nsimanga has threatened to table a motion of no confidence against Premier Panyaza Lesufi. Speaking outside Lesufi's Johannesburg office during an anti-crime protest, Nsimanga accused the Premier of failing to tackle rising crime. The DA also handed over a memorandum highlighting poor policing resources across the province.
We are seeing more vehicles around this building here than you would have in certain police stations. So we are saying this cannot continue to happen. And therefore, if it's not willing to engage us, if he's not willing to listen, perhaps then it's time for him to go.
Special advisor to Lesofie says Msimanga is making empty threats on issues they've prioritized and addressed.
We have assisted extensively. If you look at the number of wardens that are around, including their vehicles, working with SAPs in police stations. They are not just working on their own. They are working in police stations.
Despite the United States slapping South Africa with 30% trade tariffs, International Relations Minister Ronald Lamola says the relationship between the two countries remains resilient. Lamola has today announced that a US congressional staff delegation will be hosted in South Africa this week. Convicted killer and rapist Thabo Bester says a pending Netflix production covering him and his accomplice Nandipa Magudumana is character assassination under the guise of a documentary. He's approaching the High Court to urgently interdict the airing of the documentary titled Beauty and the Bester. He claims the production makes serious, unfounded and defamatory submissions against him. The saga involving Bester and his lover Magudumana gripped the nation in 2023 after they were arrested in Tanzania following his brazen escape from the Mangaung prison. A state witness in the Lusikisiki massacre has revealed that the families of accused number 1, Muzukisi Ndamase, and the families of the slain victims were enemies. The witness, who's related to some of those killed, told the court that accused number 1 was his neighbor. At a previous court appearance, another state witness in the matter told the court that gunmen also demanded the whereabouts of this witness. The matter is being heard at the Mthatha High Court sitting in Lusikisiki. Former ANC spokesperson Pule Mabe is heading to the Gauteng High Court to challenge the SIU's forensic report linking him to a 27 million rand tender scandal. The SIU found his company, Enviromobi, irregularly secured a waste vehicle contract from the city of Ekurhuleni in 2017. Mabe, along with 6 co-accused, appeared in the Palm Ridge Magistrates Court today, facing fraud and money laundering charges.
The lawyers handling the case are dealing with the submissions and everything. I wouldn't want to get into the theater of what has happened and has not happened legally. Otherwise, I would not have had to appoint a legal team.
And with that, their homes are gone. 7 homes were demolished at Extension 7 in Alex for occupying space belonging to the municipality. According to the city, the homes were built on power lines, water and sewage pipes, resulting in prolonged outages in the area.
This could have pitted the community against community, and there could have been bloodshed around this issue. So we tried to find the middle ground. Unfortunately, not everybody will be pleased. We know Hore will be called to commissions. We are ready to stand up our words and fall on our swords that this country can't be turned into a banana republic.
In India, at least 30 people have died after heavy rains triggered a landslide in Kashmir. Search and rescue efforts are ongoing. Monsoon-related floods and landslides have killed more than 1,200 people in India and 800 in Pakistan since June, with experts linking the surge to climate change. And we say goodbye to our beloved Tshidi Madia, who died in hospital today.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent.